Hi you guys, thank you so much for watching. So today I'm going to give you an update on my Ficus Triangularis Variegata. And I purchased these last summer, June last summer in Nags Head, North Carolina. I have not seen these in my state at all, even before then or even since then, and I'm in Ohio. So when I first got these guys, they were super beautiful, full, happy. They traveled from Nags Head down up to Ohio, and they survived the trip. No leaf drop, no nothing. If you know anything about these guys, you know that they can be super testy and temperamental. So I was surprised to see that there wasn't a leaf drop, there were no issues. So fast forward to winter, so around November-ish, they started flipping out. Like, they literally were dropping leaves everywhere. Every day I would come downstairs and have to pick up a handful of foliage. So I'm like, what is going on with these guys? I haven't moved them from their spot. They stay in the dining room window. The only thing I can think of was there was another issue, like a pest type of issue. So I found out that they did have spider mites, and all three of them had spider mites. Nothing else on that table had any spider mites on it, just these guys, so it was super weird. So I treated them for that, and then they continued to stay bald all winter. It's February now, almost March, and lo and behold, this month they started shooting out new growth. So let me show you. There's new foliage everywhere. There's new branching starting. Look how amazing. Now I figured that in spring they would wake up, and I also assumed that some of the leaf drop was due to turning on our heat. So that's a change for them. And then also the lighting change. So in the winter months, it's a lot darker. Even though this window is super bright, it's still not the same brightness as spring and summer light. So I'm so excited to see these guys fill back out. My goal for them this year is to repot them in better soil. You can see their soil it's very crappy, it's nasty. I don't like this kind of soil that you often see your plants planted in, because it holds moisture for a long time, and there's nothing else in it. It's just nothing. So yeah, so I'm gonna get them repotted into new pots. I am gonna attempt to propagate these. I'm gonna try my hand at that and see, if I can do that. If I am successful at that, I might give away some of those little plants. So let's see some more new growth. This one right here is the one that's really doing super well. I'm so proud of it. So we've got all these little new leaves right here. That's new. This guy's new. There's just so much going on with this plant. And then the other plants are showing signs of life. So let me see if I can zoom in there. So like on the tips of the branches, they're showing lots of life. There's new branching happening everywhere. So yeah, so just a couple of care tips on how I take care of these. I have not fertilized these at all. I have not attempted to do that. I'm kind of nervous too, just because they are super sensitive. But all I do is water them thoroughly weekly, and then I just stick them back in the window. I do nothing to them. I do have a couple of jars. I'll show you the window actually. So I have these little glasses of water that I keep on this table. I also keep one plant on a tray of rocks to add extra humidity. So I have 3 jars of water, and then this has water in it too. So just any extra humidity that is available goes to those guys and everything that's on this table. So I know we're talking about the Ficus Triangularis, but let me show you something that I'm so happy about. So this is a hydrangea. It's by Proven Winners. I got it from Hertz Gardens last year. It spent the summer outside. It's either Zinfandel. I think it's actually Zinfandel, or it's Zinfandel or Pinky Winky. I won't know until, it blooms, but this guy was in the garage all winter, and I just brought him in last week, and he is so budded. Like, he's got so much growth on him. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Let me see if I can move him to another spot so we can like really see. See all that green? That's just after a week of being in the house. So this is just a total side note, but like, this plant has distracted me so much. So what I did, it was in the garage. The garage is super, super cold. Well, it's not super cold, but it was cold enough to keep this guy dormant. So I brought it in the house, watered it in with warm water, and then set it in the window. I have not watered this since, so it's been about a week with no extra water. It's still kind of moist up here, but that's how I like wake up, warm up perennials, bring them in, water them with warm water, stick them in the window. Once they start producing and start growing, then you can start watering them regularly. Once they get some foliage going, then you can really kick up the watering, you can start some fertilizing. But when there's no foliage there, you don't want to overwater, because there's nothing to take in energy and use that water up. But yeah, isn't that so cool? I know it was supposed to be about the Triangularis, but I got a little distracted because this guy is doing so well. All right, you guys, so that was the update. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave them down in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. And thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.